Hello everyone, and welcome to Sunup. I'm Lyndall Stout. As we turn the calendar to December, we want to start today with an update on Oklahoma's wheat crop. Here's Sunup's Dave Deacon and our Precision Nutrient Management Specialist, Brian Arnall.
First week in December and the wheat crop's coming along across Oklahoma. Brian, what have you seen with wheat across the state?
We're at several stages. The early wheat that's up, kind of like what we're standing in right now, it's doing really good. Everything's just shutting down right now. We've got cooler temperatures, night times are down, so we don't have a lot of growing activity. The last couple of weeks we've had enough warmth, though. We're seeing that later sown wheat starting to emerge, so we're seeing some wheat starting to get up that was planted during that cold when we finally got dry. So we're kind of in the tale of two tales right now, where we've got some big wheat that's just sitting there right there, and some wheat that's germinating. But overall, the stands are coming out of the ground and we've got wheat. The wheat that's been up, you're seeing signs of nitrogen deficiencies, you're seeing signs of other things going on, and we're going to have to watch that as the season goes. On our side slopes and our very sandy ground, that wheat was in the ground early, that had a lot of nitrogen early. That ground's probably lost a lot of the nitrate through leaching processes. So the well drained and the side slopes, and we're probably not getting that back. We've got a lot of yellowing in lower lying areas where we may have held water for a while. Now that's going to be more to denitrification and lack of oxygen. And so it yellowed up, but it probably responded. You saw some green up as we dried out and got a few warm days. And so we've lost some nitrogen there, but it will come back.
We've been fortunate with that rainfall and like you say, the wheat's starting to go into dormancy. When should producers start to worry about nutritional needs for the wheat? Whenever the yellow becomes a little more serious, when should people be concerned?
So it depends on what your purpose is.
Right.
So if we're in a grazing system or a grazing scenario, dual purpose or graze out, if we're starting to see yellow, we need to be looking at taking care of that as soon as possible. Get the nitrogen down. So maybe if we have a warm up and we start growing again and we have that spell, we have the nitrogen there. If we're grain only, especially on the really smaller wheat that's just now germinating, we can wait. We can wait through January or February, just when the time's right, the weather's right. But we need to be making our plans now. Like I said, keep an eye out. We need to be scouting our fields, seeing how we're doing, how the plants are doing, getting out there, keeping an eye out for disease or insects.
There is that movement between dormancy and not. Whenever it grows a little bit, then it stops. What's the conditions? What's the overall soil temperature, air temperature need to be?
So we're looking at, we get growth when our soil temperatures are in the 40s or above, and you can see it. We have a little bit of growth even if we start off with a 25-30 degree morning, but if we get up into 70s, and we'll see the plants grow because our soil temps are still warm. So even though we get cold at night, we had a previously warm day, so our soil temps are still warm, so we get some growth. It's when we cycle that hot out. We slow down, shut down when our nights and our daytimes are below 40, and that really slows down the cycle. And the wheat can kind of come in and out of it and do a little bit of growth.
And on top of that, we got to talk about the enrich strip. It's important this time of year.
Yeah, and right now is a great time. So it's not too late because we've been in dormancy, right, or we're not really growing rapidly. So if you haven't put out the enrich strips, go ahead and get them out now. 50 to 40 pounds of nitrogen. You can use a push spreader, ATV liquid, whatever your applicator is, put it out there to give us an idea of what's going on as we go into the spring, as we go into top dress timing.
And that's still a couple months away, but it's time to maybe start thinking about that.
Yeah, if you got cattle out on wheat right now, I'd go ahead and put it out right now because we can use that as a guideline for when we want to get it on it early. And if you're a grain only, it's looking for that top dress timing.
Now, you also have an event coming up here really soon. Let's talk about that.
So it's the Winter Crop School. It's December 11th and 12th. It's on the OSU campus at the Student Union. It's developed for CCAs and certified applicators, commercial applicators. So we offer 12 CCA credits and we offer 4 ODAF applicator credits in this meeting. It's an advanced meeting, but it's still open to all, open to the public and everybody else. We've got some great topics. It's called a Winter Crop School, but we're talking more than just wheat. So we do have a lot of wheat topics. We'll have Dr. Lalato from K-State coming down, talking about their high yield contest in wheat. We're going to be talking soil health, soil conservation, and things like that. And so we have visitors coming in. We'll have Dr. Nelson with K-State. We got Dr. Warren coming in with OSU. We're going to be talking cotton production. We're going to have soybean production, and everything's in there kind of the high end for the CCAs, but producers are welcome. Registration is available online at www.sunup.okstate.edu.
Okay, thank you very much. Brian Arnall, Extension Precision Management Specialist here at Oklahoma State University.